Hello, this is Joe Fields Johnson from the Brown Family Medicine program. I am making this video so you guys can learn how to use Amion to look at your calendars and call schedules. So just go to your browser and click on, type in amion.com. In the login area, type in Memorial Docs. That's our Memorial Hospital login. Type login. And here you'll get the whole hospital's Amion account. And you can see each department, specifically the family medicine department. So what comes up here is the on-call for today. So you can see over at Miriam, women, infants, etc. And you can see here you can contact people through their pager, through their Amion app. And we'll go through that a little later. So click on family medicine here. And you can see, I just want to show you how to get back to that screen. So if you click on this binocular view and go up, it'll take you back to the screen we were just on from any page. Now if you click on just the binoculars, it'll give you the call schedule for that's just for our department. And for the same view as before, just simplified to our department. If you want to see people that are in clinic on a given day, let's go to a day where there's people in clinic. So that's tomorrow. And people in clinic. There you go. So this shows everybody that's in clinic and what they're up to, whether in their didactics, continuity clinic, or other clinics in the morning. And if you just want to click this binocular, go back up to the top. And let's check out the block schedule. So the block schedule has a class of people's blocks. So here you see we've selected R1, it has all rows and has the entire year presented. So you can see here on the left people's names, and they're the block dates at the top, and then it shows you what schedule they're on. So right now you can see Laura Anthony's on PCMH, where William Blair is on MHRI cards ED. Now if you go here, you can see R2, same view, and R3. Same thing. And you can see actually along the top the dates are different because the blocks are different for the second and third years. Now, say you want to look at a different view here, you can click this area right here. It toggles back and forth to staffing report. And you can see for the third year, so you have behavioral health. Actually, you can see it's, at this point there's 2 people on behavioral health, so you can see when they were scheduled. You can look throughout the whole year based on the rotation to see who was assigned at that anticipated time for that rotation. Now, you can click that off, toggle back to the original screen. Now here you can click on specific, you have R3s, go back to the rows, you can click on Joseph Fields Johnson, and you can see my schedule for the entire year. So this is how you could see your own schedule or someone else's block schedule for the entire year. There are other ways to get to this screen, but I wanted you to see this view. So you can see this is my monthly calendar. You can see each day what I'm doing in the clinics. At the bottom, you can sync to your service of choice. So I use Google Calendar. You can click here. There's a specific method for how you import a calendar into Google Calendar or iCal, Outlook. You can do this with our Outlook calendars at the hospital through Care New England, or even your iPhone built-in calendar. So there's many ways you could link this up and sync it with your other calendars that you use for other work-related activities. So let's go back. Once again, we're back at my personal calendar. I want to next take us to the call calendar. So you can click here on this red C, that means call in Amion. Click on the call, and this is a busy table, but you can see that this is basically the day-to-day list with abbreviations for everybody's name of that initial on-call calendar. That's each day. This just shows that over multiple days. This is actually a full month. And one I find a little easier way to view this, if you look up here, this November 6th, you can actually see day by day, but full names. You can actually, it's a little easier to interpret who that person is. You can click on June to move forward to June to kind of see what's going on there. You can see here Memorial Day, that's where we are. And you can toggle back and forth to the ones that you want to see at any given time. So then you can click on this link and it'll take you to today automatically. And that's the same button as you see here, same little indicator. Let's toggle back to table. You can see that here. Now, if you want to change the set, so you want to just see the Miriam team. So if you go to set 2, that's the Miriam team. You see here it says TMH schedule. This is just everybody who's at Miriam at any given time throughout the month. Once again, you can switch to the name view or the table view. And you can also toggle here. You can see day by day. It's basically just switches the rows and columns so you can see who's assigned to what. You can see Claire switches with Jen Tran, then Amanda Kelvey, then Dana Kaufman on the night intern, for instance. This is another view you can see to help kind of streamline who's on call at any given time. You can also see the Women FM schedule. Let's go back to the other view. This way, maybe we'll look at it right here so you can see all the names of who's on at any given time. Now say you want to highlight someone, so we go down here, someone who's on frequently, so you see Manu. Now you can see that this is all the shifts that Manu is working that month. That helps you kind of clarify for individual people. And there you go. You can also see on these call schedules at the bottom, there's all the context for people that are listed on this calendar. So say we go back to the Miriam schedule. It's actually a different group of people. So these are all the people that are just on this calendar. And you can click on their name, and it takes you to their calendar. And you can also go back to where we just were and say you wanted to get in touch with Dan. You could send him a direct message through paging. All right, so let's go back. All right, so let's go to the shift calendars here. The shift calendars really are mostly our ED shifts. We may add a few more here, but you can kind of see where someone is at Hasbro and MHRI. Do the same thing, switch to name view with the calendar, and you can go back to table, and you can also toggle back and forth, switching the columns and rows. All right, so that's the shift view. Clinic view can be very complicated. As you can imagine, we have a lot of different clinics that are available. So I encourage you to switch the set, which is, so you can see all sessions, so that the set decides if it's AM, PM, evening. And the set, let's go to FCC clinics. And you can see here, these are just the clinics that occur in the Family Care Center, not ones that are in AMBI or other specialty rotations that you may leave the Family Care Center for. So you can see here the AM, the PM residents. The plan would be eventually to have the attendings too, so they can link up. You can clearly see who the attending is for the day for your sessions, and so that the staff can also log in here and see it. And you can go down to behavioral health clinics. This is what the residents are doing. Then you have the nursing home acute residents, so you can see who's on for nursing home acute, so if you need to call them and check in. And then you can go down to PCMH residents, etc. Once again, you can highlight the people that are on board and you can page them. Next one is the all staff list. That's this 3-person button here. So you can see all the people that are in the program, and then all their contact info. So Manu is the first one on the list that has both activated. So we have this little secure messaging button to the Amion app. Looks just like the paging access. There's more characters. You can say who you are and send a little message and a way to get back in touch with you if you have a message for her. Or you can directly page, click the button, and then choose paging. Hopefully, as everyone activates their Amion account or the Amion phone, you'll be able to directly message to the phones. And you can actually directly message inside the phone to each other, which in some ways is a little easier than to a paging service, and it's HIPAA compliant. It'd be a little better than using your personal phone when communicating with each other, at least from an information perspective. Let's just skip over to this paging button just so you can kind of see here. This is the green one with the little sound waves coming out of it. So say you wanted to page a whole group of people, you could page all the R1s, or all the R2s, or all the R3s, for instance. You could also, and you could just type a message and send, hey, come to lunch outside next to the tree. So that's a way of contacting a bunch of people at the same time. This next button, this is a little person in front of 3 different audience members doing a presentation. You can see this is our conference schedule. If you click these arrows, you can go forward and backward. So we'll go forward a little bit. You can see the video reviews, and eventually we'll have the Tuesday didactics here as well. At least that's the plan for now, but they're not here yet. Next button would be My Schedule. This is another way of finding your own schedule. So I can find mine, go into R3, Joe Fields Johnson, and we can say June 2017, create schedule. Now I can see my schedule for June, and there's another way you can go sync it with your Google Calendar. You can see my block schedule here. You can even, let's see, this looks like yearly clinic schedule. So this is all my clinics for the year that are assigned to me. Of course, we haven't filled in the whole thing, but as you go along, this will fill up even more. So you could count the number of clinics you're in. For instance, go back to personal calendar, and you can say all the weekend shifts that I'm working for a year, which is very useful to see very quickly. All right, great. So next one over, we have, this is a special request button, which is something haven't activated yet, and we may do that in the future. And then here is secure message to Amion app. This is sending a message to the person you're looking at their schedule, and then this is a page. This is how you page the person whose schedule you're looking at. And then these last ones, this takes you back to the Amion homepage. And this takes you to the mobile app, so you can download it to your phone. We'll send out some other information about the mobile app. It's very useful for secure communication, as I mentioned before, for looking at your schedule briefly, kind of getting updates as you're going, seeing who's on call, and other things, and getting notifications on your phone for your schedule. Thank you guys so much. Good luck wandering around Amion. I hope it's a useful tool for you. And let us know how we can help you use it better.